And thanks for staying with us, everybody. The $2.5 million phase one of a seawall project in Pass Christian is moving forward. Here with the very latest, Pass Christian Mayor Jimmy Rafferty. Good to see you, Mayor.
Thank you very much, Dave, for having me.
Interest of full disclosure, I always like to point out I'm a resident of Pass Christian, just so people know that.
Great to have him be a hometown boy.
There's a little bit of political intrigue over all of this, but I'm going to forget that because the boardwalk story is big. Let's just say you're running for re-election next year, right?
Yes, I am.
So I'll let people read in between the lines on the political intrigue. So $2.5 million Go Mesa money, working with DMR, the legislature and the governor's office signed off on it. It's west right now
that's correct.
of the old harbor.
That's right.
And it's really about public safety and keeping sand where it belongs on the beach, right?
That's right. Safety's number one. That's job one. And then secondly, a cost savings. Because Harrison County and the state of Mississippi spend about $1 million a year, just removing sand from Highway 90 and making it safer. And by putting into place this boardwalk, that will help minimize that. And we'll have significant cost savings.
Well, we're going to look at a couple of clips of video, and we're going to start with this one right here. And this gives you an idea. I've ridden my bike on that, Mayor, and you're on about a 3-foot sidewalk. There's the new boardwalk, but the old one, you're right near the highway. So that's the public safety aspect of it right there, right?
Yes, that's for sure. It's very. There are spots that it's very dangerous, and every other day I jog along the break wall, and you're very close to an 18-wheeler going 45 miles an hour.
Yeah, me too, riding my bike. I'm holding on for dear life on that little sidewalk, and that little sidewalk, by the way, kind of tilts this way towards
the Highway
90. Now, I don't know if a lot of people realize, but the original seawall with the steps was built back in the 1920s. The beach, man-made beach, wasn't built till the 1950s.
Correct.
So even though people like that old seawall with the steps, it's really obsolete, isn't it?
It is. Well, put it this way. When they built the seawall back in 1928, there were a lot of people who were against it, especially those on Scenic Drive in Pass Christian. It was disrupting, their access to the water. They soon embraced it. Then in 1952 or so, when they built the beach, they did the same. And then they embraced that. Really, what this all comes down to is it's change. And it's changed for the better. And what we just need to do is do a better job of educating people in Pass Christian, because I think everyone wants a safe passageway. It's just really the form of it. That's really what the
And
difference
not only
is.
in Pass Christian, Biloxi has done this, and I believe all mayors, Long Beach, Gulfport, are in favor of pretty much, especially in certain spots, doing this exact project.
It is. It's going to be done throughout the coast, and all three, other mayors who have beaches, they're all very much in favor of this, and they're saying, Jimmy, if you don't get this, we'll gladly take it.
Yeah. Now you've got the 2.5. It's phase one. It's, as I said, just west of the harbor, going down to Henderson, but you're going to go beyond a few blocks to Magnolia.
That's
is
right.
where it's
That's
going
right.
to go.
That's right.
And what's kind of the timeline on that? Because I haven't been seeing them pouring concrete down there lately.
Right. Well, no. They are. They've installed the rebar, and then the concrete's next, and that would be finished, I think, early next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at our second piece of video, and maybe people can get an idea about keeping the sand on the beach. And not only sand, see, that's a flat front.
That's
the
right.
seawall goes at an angle, so sand is naturally going to get over the old steps, and so might water during hurricane on a storm surge. So that could kind of stop that.
That's right. Like a Hurricane Zeta. That's right.
Yeah, the water wouldn't have even gotten close to Highway 90 on Zeta.
That's correct, because it was over on the Highway 90 in Hurricane Zeta, and that could have held back the water from Hurricane Zeta.
Now, the interesting and political part of this is there's been $2.8 million through Go Mesa money, again, signed off on by the state.
That's right.
You have access to it, but there's a little political battle, for lack of a better word, over that, and that's going to be east of the new harbor.
That's right, and I think that would be phase two. It's a 4-phase project. It's a $10 million project, and this is something that we've partnered with the Department of Marine Resources and with Harrison County, and all are very much in favor of this. And we need it for the two reasons. We need it for safety and cost savings, and that's what we're right now. I'm in the process of right now working with people in Pass Christian to better inform them as to what this is. We recently had a Facebook survey, and 72% of the people were for it, and only 28% were against it. And I think what really caused this early on, and I could have done a better job, was educating people on really what this project was all about.
Well, maybe we could say that's what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's controversy over this knee wall, and maybe Jimmy, I don't know, I
Yeah.
guess would maybe be the second piece of video.
Right,
I
but
don't,
they're
I don't
really-
know if you can roll it again, but you see this, if it's 18 inches or if it's going to be 15 inches, what's it going to be?
It's actually 15 inches.
15 inches,
That's right.
okay.
Yes, that's correct. And really, there are two major concerns right now from I guess the minority of people who are against it, and that is really beach access.
There's the knee wall
yeah,
right there.
that's it, correct. And that's a big reason to help keep sand off the beach. As you can see, it's stopping the sand from going on to Highway 90. But the two big issues, the first is beach access. Before.
Well, how are you going to do that, though, now that you've covered the steps?
Well, but let me tell you that before you had access all along. However, now it's all about steps to the beach. And really what we're doing in Pass Christian, every major street already has this seawall. It doesn't have the knee wall, it already has this area that already has a boardwalk. It's just what we're really doing now is filling in the blanks. You already have them protruding out, now we're just going in to make it continuous. And you have really the two issues. One is access to the beach, where before the
Are
original...
you going to build stairs
Yes,
on the part of the knee wall so people will continue to have access
We will.
to the beach?
We'll have 26 of those in Pass Christian.
Okay.
One at each street.
That's budgeted for and good to go?
Yep. Good. One at each street, one at each turning bay. And if we need more, let's get people together and tell us, where do you need more?
Like 10 seconds left, Mayor.
Okay.
This 2.8 million's basically been allocated, as I said, but it's on hold because the board hasn't signed off on it. It's maybe the first time in history a board or a council has turned away $2.8 million.
Correct. And I think, but we have some great board members, and I just think it's about getting people together and such that they'll see the benefit. And what's going to be really great about this is the board's going to have a big role here. Look at their predecessors who approved the seawall back in 1928, who approved the beach in 1952. Now the board has the opportunity to approve this, which will enhance safety, and it will save taxpayers money in Pass Christian.
DMR likes it, the county likes it, all of the mayors in the cities in Harrison County like it. We'll continue to monitor the progress of the boardwalk in Pass Christian. Wish we had more time. Mayor Jimmy Rafferty, thanks so much for being with us, okay?
Thank you very much, Dave. It's a pleasure.